Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm aware that my background is once again very different. I'm trying to experiment and trying to find backgrounds that I feel comfortable with. I like this corner because of my Christmas lights, but I don't like it because I'm right by the window and this is blech, but bear with me, let's just try it for today. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about life after college. So I'm gonna split this into 5 sections, I think. With my talking videos, while I really enjoy making them, I tend to ramble a lot, and I don't know if you like it or don't like it, but just for the sake of organization, since I'm rambling again, just for the sake of organization, I'm going to split this video into 5 parts. So the first part, I will be sharing with you a little bit about me, my background. The second thing, I have it on my phone. The second thing I want to talk about is my day-to-day life and how it's changed since college. Third will be friends as like a general topic to talk about, family, and then 5th will be happiness. So let's just get started before I ramble again. Okay, so a little bit about me. I don't know if you've seen my vlogs. I vlogged my last few days of university days last year. I graduated from Rutgers University last year, May 2016, and yeah, it like just flew by, and I can't believe it's already been close to a year since I graduated. So I've been out of college for close to a year now. Right now I'm at NYU Silver School of Social Work. So technically I'm still in school, but college is done. So this does apply because graduate school is so much more different than college. And if you have any questions about graduate school, the experience, the application process, just the lifestyle, everything, I'd be totally happy to answer any of your questions down below, or even make a video, because I was thinking of doing like a follow me around NYU kind of a video, but right now my living situation is kind of like so vlogging has been really difficult. But if you really would like to see one, do let me know. I will try to film that for you. It is getting warm in here, but good. Woo. By the way, this top is from Zara. I love it. It's so cute. There's these little like florals down here, making me feel very springy. See, going on tangents again. So I'm finishing up my first year at NYU right now, which is great. But life out of college has been really interesting. I think this topic is interesting because when we grow up, we're kind of programmed to think that college is kind of the end goal. Like, I got into this school, I got into that school, and then we don't really talk about what happens after college. And I mean, it makes sense. College was and is still a very pivotal part of everyone's lives, and it was a part of my life. So after college, you don't really think about what happens next, and I sure didn't until I had to, since I graduated. So my day-to-day after graduating college has gotten very different, I guess. Very different in the sense that when you're in college, at least for me, even if I lived off campus, I was still around campus because I had classes like Monday to Friday. I had a lot of clubs, I had a lot of activities, and I would go over to my friends' dorms, and it was a very different kind of routine. But right now, at least for me, out of college, being in graduate school, while I do have a routine, things are a lot more scattered, as in I find myself being everywhere. And of course, being in New York City might have a huge part to that, huge influence to that. If I were to explain to you my weekly schedule, Mondays, I have field placement, which is an internship through NYU. Tuesdays, I also do work study, which is, if you don't know what it is, if you do know, then just bear with me. But work study is the government gives you a sum of money so you can work for your school. And as a very, very poor graduate student, any kind of financial assistance is amazing. And right now I am a graduate research assistant for a professor at NYU. So I do a lot of research, a lot of literature reviews, and then blah, blah, blah. Not very fun things, but informative nonetheless. I have 2 classes that I have to go to. And then that's my Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays, whatever, I once again have my internship from 9 to 4, and then right after my internship, I have to run to NYU to go to my class. That's the end of Wednesday. And then Thursday is the same exact schedule where I have internship again from 9 to 4, and then class. And thus ends, actually, no, and then Friday, I have my work study research internship from 10 to 2. And then that is my schedule. I feel like I've definitely been more of a busybody because I have to be, but I mean, I'll get to this later when I talk about happiness, but I really do enjoy this day-to-day change where I just can't afford to be lazy. So I am forced to handle time management better, which I really am glad. But yes, life after college, at least for me, I've been able to manage my time a lot better, and I'm a lot happier because of that. I'm so sorry if the lighting is horrible. I will never film from this corner again, I think. Friends after college. I made a very teary and emotional friends video a few weeks back, and I think this is all part of my growing up process after college. And I actually met up with a really good friend of mine yesterday, Nicole. I miss you, Nicole, already. And we talked a lot about friendship and how things were in college and how things change after college. And I think the biggest lesson I've learned after graduating college is that when it comes to friendship after college, how many times did I just say college in that one sentence? You get the freedom, but freedom is the tricky word. You get the freedom to choose who you want to hang out with when. You see, in college, everyone lives in dorms, or if not in dorms, in like a general area, so you can hang out with them, or you have large groups. So like there's just kind of like you're always with people. Siren, okay. So you're always with people whether you want to be or not. So you always kind of have to have this like ready to be social. I mean, at least for me, that's how it was. And even if I didn't particularly like someone in college, or I didn't get along with some people, for the sake of the group cohesiveness of my friend groups, I kind of had to force myself to spend time with friends that I really felt like I didn't have that much like in common with. Does that make sense? So life after college, I'm very busy. A lot of my friends are also busy. So I think I've come to see which friends are really the friends that are worth, taking the time to call up and hang out with. And I also, I don't mean to plug my videos, but I've already spoken about a lot of these things to an extent. That's why I keep talking about it. But I have a lot of social anxiety. I will link that video down below if you want to learn more about what my anxiety is like, because I always want to talk about it openly just so I can help anyone else who might feel the same way. But I have extremely bad social anxiety, so it's really hard for me to hit people up, and just because of like the fear of being rejected, which is crazy because I don't know, like why would you even think about that in the first place if they're your friends, But because of all my baggage and issues, it's always been really hard for me to hit people up. But definitely after college, for the sake of my own sanity and just keeping people around and things like that, I've really come to learn how to hit people up and how to handle friendships, so it really is quality over quantity. Family. So when it comes to family, I can't speak about your family or other people's family because I only have experience with my own. But I feel like, at least for my family, and how I see them or how they see me, I think definitely after college is when, at least for me, my parents came to realize that I really am an adult. I've been living on my own pretty much for the past 3 years, and I'm paying rent, I'm paying my phone bills, I'm paying like PSE&G, which is like adult world, for like electric bills and things like that. And I'm dealing with landlords, I'm dealing with ridiculous people. I am maturing in my own way. College for me was such a pivotal part of my life where I grew up a lot. So really life after college is when I feel a lot more stable and anchored in my own identity and who I am as a person. And I feel like my family understand that. So there's more of a mutual understanding of, I'm still growing, I'm only 23 and I still have a lot to grow, but I also am an adult, I can make my own decisions. I feel a lot more secure in my identity as a daughter, but also as a young adult now. And last but not least, the topic of happiness. Happiness. I don't know if you can tell, but I think I'm a very happy person. I definitely have my moments and my days when I do get very sad and depressed, and my anxiety, like I said, plug. My anxiety does really affect me, but most of the days I've really learned to be positive and to really be thankful for my life and the opportunities that I have. And most of it really has to do with my faith. Being a Christian, it's just, I can't not be thankful for this life that I can have, to be able to sit here on a beautiful Saturday morning in a warm home, all dressed up, wear things like this. And so life after college, I've been so much happier for many reasons. I guess main reason would be that I feel so much more secure in what I want to do with my life. And I think a lot of young kids coming into college think that they need to have a firm, like 10-step plan on what their major is going to be, what their minor is going to be, what extracurriculars they're going to do. But let me just tell you, I switched majors 3 times. I studied abroad without even planning on it. I don't know, I had plans, and then life sometimes just doesn't go according to how you plan. And you can see that as a negative thing because I'm a planner, I love planning, so it definitely is hard for me to accept that at times. But after college, I've just come to accept that sometimes life doesn't go according to how you plan, and it might not always be a bad thing. It could really open doors to ideas, to people, to opportunities that you never imagined you could experience. And for me, that was graduate school. I wasn't in much debt after college just because thankfully I didn't have to pay too much for undergrad. But NYU is it's a very, very expensive school, and living in New York City or Brooklyn or in just the boroughs is very, very expensive. So I knew that just realistically speaking, this would be a very expensive choice. But when I really felt the calling for social work and when I was accepted to NYU Silver School, I just knew right away that this was the plan that I didn't see coming for me, but it just felt so right. And granted, social work is not a pretty field. If you want to learn more about social work, of course, I'd be totally open to talking to you all about it because I've learned so much this past year. Every day when I'm running around the city, when I'm running to classes, writing papers, answering phone calls at my internship, just knowing that I'm part of a field that really gives back to people and I can help people in the everyday really just anchors my purpose in a sense, and it makes me really happy. Because I think getting really philosophical here, finding our purpose in life is one of the biggest things that us young people always try to figure out. You know, like, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Where is my place in this world? Like, where is our purpose? You know, and I have never been so firm in my purpose for my life than now, and I feel like at the young age of 23 that feels great. And really, like I said, who knows, 2 years from now I could be doing a whole different thing if that's what God's plan is for me. But as of now, I feel so secure and so firm in my purpose, and I'm so happy to be in a field where I'm not in it for myself. You know, I'm not gonna make, whoa, sunlight, God. I'm not gonna make 6 figures off this job. I'm not gonna wear wonderful professional wear and work in a skyscraper. My internship is in a basement right now, and I pretty much work with rats and cockroaches because they live there. They've lived there before we moved in, so can't kick them out. It doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter the money, it doesn't matter the working environment. I just feel so happy to be able to help people for a living. So it has been 20 minutes. Hopefully I can. I talk too much. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, but I enjoy talking about these things, and these are my most favorite videos on my channel. And just if it can just help anyone out or make anyone feel a little better, then my work is done. So I seem to be having camera problems anytime I try to film, so I am so sorry. I'll work on this. I have a Canon G5X. Not a lot of people make videos with this, so I thought it looked pretty, so that's what I get for choosing a camera that looks pretty. But thank you so much for sticking around and hearing me out and watching my video. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you love this video, make sure to give me a sub as well. I think that's it for today. The sun is attacking me, my camera is attacking me. I should really go outside because it's 3 and I have not stepped foot out of my home. It's beautiful, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!